All right, what's up, Patreon members? Man, I'm glad I got more questions than I expected, honestly. I think this is really cool, guys. I wanted to do an Ask Me Anything, and I really do appreciate you guys for putting the questions in these in Patreon, and I'm gonna do my best to answer as many questions as I can as quickly as possible without taking up too much of everybody's time. I'm gonna try to do this in an efficient manner, okay? Spank the mic. All right, let's get into our first question. RN asks, of the anime you have seen, what is your favorite anime of the following genres? Shonen. I think Shonen, Naruto Shippuden is always going to be there because that was kind of when I realized that anime could be really good. Because yeah, I did see Dragon Ball, and like Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z, they have a special place in my heart, but it definitely felt like a cartoon to me. Even though I love it, I still love it to this day. But Naruto and Naruto Shippuden literally showed me a whole different side of anime, like a place where you could learn something and enjoy a series and enjoy a battle shonen. I really enjoyed that too. Romance. I think I'm a sucker for romance shows, man. I've probably watched a good amount of romance shows, and I'm probably gonna like confuse the shit out of everybody by saying one of my favorite anime for romance is called Anonymous Noise. It is a music-based show, but it's also romance-based, and it's like a triangle romance, so it's really, really good, and it's one that I really love. One day I might actually put it on Patreon just because I feel like react to it. Honestly, I love watching it. I actually bought the DVD set. Older anime, or like, how old are we talking, right? Like, are we talking like old? Probably, I think in my category of older anime, probably one of the best anime I've ever seen, which also kind of propelled me into watching anime, Death Note. I think Death Note is older. I mean, pretty much everybody and their mama's heard about Death Note by now, and that really propelled me into like really understanding that anime could be dark and stories could be absolutely incredible. I don't think there was like any bad episodes, and maybe to the second season there probably was. My favorite movie, I don't really think this counts as anime, but my favorite animated movie of all time, and this is just super weird, Final Fantasy Advent Children. I really enjoyed that movie. Don't ask me why, I just did. I loved it from beginning to end, and I regret nothing. I love that movie. So far, I think my favorite new anime of 2025 is definitely The Summer That Hikaru Died. I think it's just so cool. I think it's so bizarre, interesting, and it draws you in, and it's unlike anything I've ever seen before. Now, my favorite dongo of 2025 is not even close. I think it is To Be Hero, and I can say that with a straight face. I think that To Be Hero is still the best thing I've seen all year long. I think my favorite sci-fi slash horror anime is Gantz. I think Inuyashiki, and maybe like Kaiju number 8. I really like that. Parasite the Maxim. I guess that's like several favorites. Also, throw Claymore in there. I really enjoyed Claymore. I wish it didn't end. My favorite action anime is probably Dragon Ball Super. I think Dragon Ball Super, especially the Tournament of Power, I just loved it. The highest of the high stakes. Amazing fight scenes all the way to the end. Super duper good. The top 3 anime of summer 2025. We're talking premiered in 2025. Summer That Hikaru Died. Let me pull up any chart for that one. So the top 3 anime of summer 2025. If we're talking UIP, then it's The Summer That Hikaru Died, Gachiakuta, and Takapi's Original Sin. I think Takapi's Original Sin is something that everybody should watch. I know it's a hard watch, but there's so many good things to learn there. Probably one of the top anime I've ever seen, and it's only 6 episodes long. Now, if we're talking with IP included, Don, Summer That Hikaru Died, and it remains to be seen, but Kaiju number 8 I think would be one of my favorites, even though I still think Takabi's is absolutely amazing. I haven't seen enough yet of Gachiakuta to like put it over like Kaiju number 8 and Don. What's the first anime and donghua I've ever seen? First anime was Dragon Ball Z. First donghua I ever seen? Dude, I didn't even know it was a donghua at the time. The first donghua I ever saw was the daily life of the immortal god. I didn't even know it was donghua at the time. I should have picked up on the names, but I really didn't know it. This is the first time I ever saw donghua, and I absolutely loved it. I think its openings and endings I like played in my like playlist for years. So you can watch me now. I love that shit. All right. So we got Blue Rose asking, what are your top 5 anime openings of 2025 and your top 5 anime endings? Ooh, this is a good one. I have just the list. When I originally started this, I wanted to do this because of anime openings. Let's go to my playlist real quick. Just check out my playlist. And let's go to anime openings. Okay, top 5 anime openings right now for 2025. I'm gonna go ahead and say Creepy Nuts is Mirage. So Call of the Night, that's one. To Be Heroes opening. I wouldn't say I think Kenshi Yunezu's was one of my favorites. 19,000 views. 100% Shangri-La Frontiers opening 4 was a fucking banger, y'all. That's 2 right there. Let's see what else. What do we have? What do we have? Oh, Ave Mujeka. I think Ave Mujeka went fucking hard. I really, really love that. Man, I think I'm running out of spaces already because I really, really love Warts' and Yama's burn reaction, but I don't want to say it's one of the best ones because I know I'm saving room for To Be Hero. I think Hiroyuki Sawawa, whatever. Hiroyuki Sawano's OP is just iconic and it'll probably never fade in my history. And I also like Creepy Nuts' Mirage. I think Creepy Nuts' Mirage is probably going to be one of my favorite openings for like years to come. Honorable mentions, I would definitely put Gachi Akuta here. I think Toilet Bound Hanako is really, really good. Zenchu's opening is really, really good. Yeah, and like I said, Warts and Yama's opening, really, really good. Now, as far as endings goes, I don't think I did nearly as many endings. I only got 5 endings in my playlist right now, but I think all of these were good. Oh, guys, Zenchu's ending. That's going to be number 1. No, my absolute favorite ending so far of 2025 is Black Butler's ending. This ending is absolutely incredible. I really, really enjoyed this shit. Give it to me then. Just do it. I don't care. Yeah. Guys, I was blown away by that ending. That is my favorite ending of 2025 so far. I think a close second, though, is probably going to be Zenchu's ending. I just 100% love this ending. I think it's incredible. Today I'm doing something a little bit different. I'm everything. Bro, I'm gonna have a, oh my god, like, yeah, again. This is good. This is so good. That breakdown one more time. Ooh. I love this. Honestly, this is back when I had my shit in 3D and it made it super hard to make masks and stuff. Just take a lot of power out of my stuff. I really do enjoy Warts' from Dan Dan Dan. I'm not a big fan. I'm not a huge fan of endings. I should probably say that. And the reason for that is probably because they're usually not that hyped. So I probably should start reacting to more endings. You know, then I'll start being like super sad. What do I do for fun? I like to do aquascaping, which is basically like aquariums and stuff. You guys have seen my aquariums in my videos before in the background. Actually, you know what? I could take this down. Y'all want to see some behind the scenes shit? I'll take it. So believe it or not, guys, I don't actually live in a crazy city. Damn. I didn't know it looked like this without the green screen. I live in a regular house just like everybody else does. And if you can see right here, I have 2 aquariums that have live plants and they have like kind of like exotic fishes and stuff. I have what are they called? Neon tetras that are long-finned, and you can't really find those anywhere. I have 5 of them in there, and then I have Galaxy Rasboras. I am a huge nerd when it comes to aquascaping and fish and stuff like that. I actually have another fish tank downstairs, so that'll actually answer both. I have 2 cats as well. They're both lazy bastards, but I love them. And then we have 2 dogs in the house. One is my son's dog. His name's Goose. And then we have another dog named Muffin. And she's a Shih Tzu, and she's literally the worst. She's a demon spawn of a dog. She wakes me up every morning with her crazy ass bark, and she literally is the meanest dog to everybody, even though she's a Shih Tzu, y'all. Nobody tells you that Shih Tzus are like hella aggressive too. Let's start with music. Heavy Metal Manga asks, let's start with music. What kind of music do you like? Favorite band, artist, and who's the hottest one? Who's the hottest woman from anime? Fuck. I'll start with that question. Granny Seiko is one of the hottest women I've witnessed in anime, especially in recent memory. I really do like the lady from All Devouring Well. She's pretty freaking bad. Who's the hottest woman? Man, let me see. Let me look up. It's gonna look really, really weird, but I'm gonna look up hot anime women. I'm gonna see if I can pick some of these people out. All right. Let's see. Damn, gotta make sure that this stuff stays PG. Who I think is hot? Oh, I think this lady down here from that wears the red hair. She's from Darling in the Franxx. She's super duper hot. Yeah, man, look at this. See what I mean? She's like pure hotness. Who did I recently see that I was like, damn, she had like a bad attitude. She's super hot. I don't know. I like the way that like them sadistic girls look. Dude, I was just crushing the other day on somebody. Who was it? I must have been one of my shows that I'm watching. I think a lot of the characters from like Ado's videos are pretty hot. I think I just started getting into this weird phase where I like the way these sadistic girls look. Pretty sure I called that out on one of the videos. But you know who's my absolute favorite in terms of personality? Momo Ayase. Absolute favorite. I think in personality wise, man, she's like the total package to me. But her grandma though, her grandma fine, bro. Music though, some of my favorite bands of all time, Bring Me the Horizon. I really love Bring Me the Horizon. All their albums. Now I love Stray Kids, I love BTS, I love Drake. Unfortunately, I love Drake. Please don't unsubscribe for me saying that. But like his music's been good year after year. Man, I like music. I like music. I like music. I like all kinds of music. It's really hard for me to say. But I would say this, 99% of the music I listen to is anime related, especially because it's just something that I do. Like Creepy Nuts, I think, is one of my favorite bands right now. Heavy Metal asks, now that I mentioned I'm from Texas, what do I enjoy doing here? And am I originally from Texas? Am I from Texas? I appreciate you. I appreciate you, Heavy Metal Manga. LT says, now I'm picturing you trying to pull off a Texas accent. Oh man. Yes, I've born and raised in Texas. I've been here my entire life. Maybe I should we'll go back to the city. I mean, I'm not from Texas. See, I'm back in the city. I'm back in the futuristic city. What is there to do here? I don't know, burn to death mainly. Like it's like 97 degrees outside. It's hella hot. We do have SeaWorld. We have Six Flags. The San Antonio Spurs are down here. Downtown is pretty big. There's a lot of shit to do down there, like random shit to do. Probably the best thing about San Antonio is that it's like kind of in between Houston and then like going down to the beach, down to Corpus Christi or Port A or something like that. You can go fishing, you can go to the beach on White Cat Beach. So it's kind of a nice little like centrally located place. And then Austin, you have more of your like metropolitan like fun festivals and art and shit like that. So it's really cool to be like right here. LT says, what are you hoping is the future of your channel? Do you want to stay in the anime Dongwa sphere or branch out to other areas like music or games? Do you want to live stream in the future? So LT, I'll answer your last question first. I do want to live stream. I'm just limited because I'm part-time and sometimes I can't dedicate like 4 to 5 hours of live streaming. I don't think that there's really a hard and fast rule of like how many hours you should do it, but I've always heard that you want to at least do it 3 hours, because you want to give people time to realize that your live stream is on. What do I hope is the future of my channel? Well, first things first, I hope it continues to grow. I hope that I continue to get better as a content creator. I hope that I continue to cover up some of my weaknesses. I actually talked to RN about this the other day and I kind of called out some of my weaknesses. You know, even though I don't want to be extremely hard on myself because I know everybody has a cup of tea, but I don't think that I'm necessarily like heavy into analysis, because first and foremost, my hope is that I can make your day a little bit better. I hope that we can enjoy some anime together, and not everything needs to be a pause every 5 seconds and a heavy philosophical talk, and then that goes into a rabbit hole of talking about my grandma. And you know, that's something that happens on the best channels. You know, I hope honestly from the future of my channel, I just hope people just like my content. I hope I continue to grow and I don't stall out. I would like to have more subscribers before I start streaming. I think that would make things a little bit easier. Future, like ideal scenario though, full-time content creator. I would love to quit my job and just do full-time content creation. Do you want to stay in the anime Dongwa sphere or branch out to other areas like music? I'm actually in the music space already. I do anime and anime music reactions as well as Dongwa, but I just consider Dongwa to be underneath the anime umbrella, right? I'm not gonna segment like anime by like Dongwa and then Korean stuff and stuff like that. So I'm just gonna call it all anime. But I think the real question here is, do I want to do video games? Fuck yes, I want to do video games. God, I want to play a video game so bad. There's been a game out there called Obscura 66 or Expedition 66. I've heard about it. I've been wanting to play it so much. I never have time. I'm always editing. I'm editing for this. I'm editing for TikTok. I'm editing, or I'm recording, right? So I'm watching something, I'm recording. I have so much on my plate as a part-timer. You'd probably be like, what the fuck are you doing with your life? But yes, I would like to have like a game night, stream that, and literally just do like a question like, hey, let's just chat. I'll put some music on. Oh, actually, I don't think I can stream music. Let's just chat, watch some stuff. You guys can run me through a video game or something like that. And we just have a good time. I do fear that space though. I fear like the streaming side of things. So I know some people can be really toxic, and I'm still in the beginning stages. It's my first year. I'm still in the beginning stages of really growing thick skin, so that way I don't let things get to me. And I'm getting better every single day now. Like I had a rough couple of days 2 days ago, and then I just felt so much happier and lighter after that. LT says, is there a video you have done or part of a video that you're embarrassed about? What made me want to become a content creator and anime reactor? And what anime reminds me of my childhood? Takabi's Original Sin. No, I'm just kidding. What anime reminds me of my childhood? Naruto Shippuden. I think it's a good coming of age story. I think it's a story where you're kind of a bonehead and you strive to become better. You strive to become a man. Specifically the jump between Naruto when he's like, I don't know, 10, 11, and then the point where he's 16. That was just the craziest like thing for me, to see somebody actually grow up in an anime and to see them mature. I just loved it. Other ones like Yu Yu Hakusho, I think like also remind me of my childhood. Oh man, is there a video that you have done or part of a video that you're embarrassed about? Yeah, guys, if you go back and look at my first couple of videos, I was awful. everything. There's a lot of things I was embarrassed about. I don't even want to put that shit in playlists because of how bad it is. And even like when I started getting a little bit better, like my Don stuff, I'm glad it's only got like 200 views because it was kind of not the greatest. You know, I could have did a lot better, a lot more snappy, a lot like more clean and stuff, but I was still learning at the time. So yeah, there's quite a bit of things that I've done in a video that I'm embarrassed about, but nothing super embarrassing where people are like, everybody's commenting on the same part, like, oh, what did he do there, or what happened here, or something like that. Like nothing awful. I've just said like stupid shit here and there, but nobody's ever crucified me for it. Not yet. I'm sure I'll have one of those moments sooner or later. Well, maybe want to become a content creator. I love anime. I have a passion for anime. I'm gonna watch this whether I want to or not. But if I'm being real, a few years ago, I got exposed to content creation by working on a wrestling podcast. It was my buddy's wrestling podcast, and I was a co-host. And we were getting together on the schedules, and we were doing a podcast, and nobody was really watching. Maybe like 20 to 100 views every week, week in, week out. We just reviewed wrestling, WWE specifically. But I got a lot of like experience behind the scenes of like editing, uploading and stuff like that. And then I told myself, why don't I just do anime reactions? Like I feel like it'll be easier to do it solo, because one of the things that people don't realize is working together in a team is one of the hardest things to do, especially with adults, because nobody's schedules are like perfect. And some people are just way more flaky than other people. But obviously I saw what Nicholas Light had done. He's probably the first anime reactor I had been exposed to. And I was addicted to his content for a quick minute. Now, not so much, but I thought there's people out there that want to watch stuff like this. Like I can do this. Like I love anime, and I think my passion alone will show that I love anime. I kind of also realized too that like I had the personality for it. Me just being me, like I just like to chill and just have fun, and I don't need to play a character. I don't need to play a persona. This is who the fuck I am. And when you're just yourself, it's so much easier because people already know like what to expect from you. When you're doing it, things like Nicholas Light, you've got to bring the every single day. You have to bring it like that every single day. I can only imagine what that does to his throat, what does to his head. He's literally doing that, like a whole video just like that. And I'm like, how does that accurately represent how you felt during the show? I get it. Not every moment is supposed to be like a crash out moment. Where's the other pieces too? Where's the sentimental side? Where's the emotional side? Where is all the other magical things in anime? Because not everything is like supposed to be like a crazy moment. Not everything is supposed to be a joke either. There's times you should be very, very serious when you're watching anime. There's times when you have to feel the anime. I think I do a good job of feeling the anime, which is also why you guys do catch me being emotional, because this shit touches my heart and I love beautiful shit. LT asks, are there any anime openings or endings that you dislike when they came out, but you really like now? I feel like I've had a few of these that have like grown on me over the years, but I didn't like them when they first came out. Let me see. You know what's kind of crazy? This is actually a really good one. The first time I heard Dive Back in Time, I really liked it. I really liked the artistic stuff of it. I like the creativity side of it. But then I heard like Overthink right after that, and I was like, wow, that's so much better. And crazy enough, Dive Back in Time is like now a song that I think it's the most iconic Link Click song that there absolutely is. And it's one that I 100% love. I 100% love that one. That one slowly grew on me. The more Dive Back in Time. Dun, 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 dun. If you guys look back at those videos, I put a lot of effort into the opening because it was just so much fun every single time. I really enjoyed that opening. Where's Weird Well says, what anime dangwa airing now do you like, which will still be talked about 5 to 10 years down the line and possibly become a household name? I want to say To Be Hero X 100%. I think that one's going to get more and more popular as the years go on. I really hope it does. And also it's very acceptable for Western culture because of the hero aspect, because it's also dubbed. I think that could be a big one from years now. Another one I would like to be adopted, All Devouring Well. I actually think this one has a chance to be adopted in the Western side of things too, mainly because it's like a Pokemon type story, only it's really, really good. Some of the best battles you've ever seen. Really, really good stuff. What sports do you enjoy? Growing up, I was a tennis prodigy. No, I'm just kidding. I mean, I was pretty good. I was like the #1 guy on my team, but like I lost like first round in the district tournament. I really enjoyed tennis. I love basketball. I love playing basketball growing up, but more recently, I think fishing is like my sport nowadays. I kind of got a little bit older, so I don't play too many sports anymore. I do love watching football and playing fantasy football. That's pretty cool. I'm looking forward to doing that with my friends as soon as the season comes back. Do I game at all? And if so, what systems do I own? I actually have a Xbox One collecting dust, a PlayStation 4 collecting dust. I never bought the new consoles because I feel like this generation of consoles fucking sucked. And there wasn't a lot of good games, not worth buying. I actually own a Nintendo Switch, and I played that more than I played everything else. I really, really enjoy strategy RPGs and tactics type games. Games where I get to like enjoy like RPG elements. and progression and growing and getting new items and weapons and stuff like that. At the same time, I love playing Monster Hunter. I just got that one on PC, and then I never have time to play it. And I think like for more like competitive stuff, I love to play Super Smash Bros. I wish they came up with a new one. I wish they had a new one. I'm not gonna be a dick and ask how old you are. Well, thank you. Are you Gen Z millennial, Oregon Trail millennial? Fuck. Old millennial like myself, born 1983 or played Oregon Trail in middle school. All right, bro. I think I'm kind of in the same. I think I'm kind of in the look. Where's Real Well? And everybody watching this video, if y'all promise to keep it a secret, I also played Oregon Trail in middle school. Just I don't know what fucking generation that is. Just you know exactly where I'm at then. But don't tell anybody, okay? We gotta make sure that this stays young forever. Gionave asks, will I ever try to play games on the channel? Yeah, I definitely want to. Everything comes with a cost. I think that when I start making, so guys, when I start making a good amount of money through like revenue and like YouTube and Patreon and stuff, I do plan on getting like help with editing through paying editors. Then I can spend more time making more content, right? If I can just record content and upload it and my editors can edit it really quickly and put it onto YouTube for me, that would be great. That would save me a lot of time and I can get even more content to you guys. You guys already know in my part-time capacity that I'm a fucking hustler. I am pumping out content every day, multiple uploads a day, and I have a 9-to-5 job and I have a family. That I have a little girl that's 6 and I have to spend time with her. I have a son that's 17. I got a lot of additional priorities in my life, but I don't make excuses and I love to do this. I love making content for you guys. I really hope my passion one day becomes like the dream come true and I can make content full time, making people laugh, spreading happiness, spreading anime, spreading all the good stuff. I hope I can do that. But with that, yes, I do hope that one day I have the ability to play games on the channel, stream on the channel, and just BS on the channel. I do fear a little bit though, like I said, I do fear a little bit that like things could become toxic, and I really hope they don't. And Aaron has promised to keep me in check if I ever start to build an ego to the point where I don't stay as humble. And I never want to become like that. So don't let me become like that. I always want to stay down to earth, for real person, real passion, and just be kind. And I think that's the mature side of me, as opposed to some of these other content creators that are very young and they're very harsh and rude and just ugly about the way they go about things. I don't know, if you've ever left somebody's channel before feeling like shit, it's probably because their energy is like not your vibe. So guys, that was actually the last question for AMAs. I think I'll be doing this from time to time, making content like this and then posting it for everybody. And yeah, this was a lot of fun. I appreciate you guys asking questions and I look forward to the next one. All right, I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.